Indoor organic vegetable garden experiment. Hey everyone, sorry about that. This is now installment number 9 in this little project. It is Sunday, January the 23rd, 2011, and I figured since this has become a series here, I should have my own theme music, so I apologize. That was kind of bad actually. So let's take another status update. There has been some progress. A little bit of bad news. My very first bean plant that you saw sprout like 7 or 8 episodes ago has died. I think I didn't put in a support soon enough and the stem sort of cracked, and I guess that prevented nutrients from getting to all the leaves and such, and even though I tried to trim the stem towards the bottom, it was to no avail. It dried up and it's no longer with us. So on the good side, I still do have my second bean plant here. It's doing quite well. I don't know if you can see it here, but I do have one nice almost full-size bean pod at the bottom there. As you can see, some of my tomato plants have taken off. Had to put in supports for all of them now because they're getting so big. And yeah, still a couple of the smaller ones here in the red cups. So our top shelf here, which is full as you can see, and isn't going to take much or anything else there. So I've got 4 large tomato plants, 2 babies still in my bean plant, which is growing rather nicely there. So gotta let that climb up the support there. Okay, so let's take a look at our second shelf here. Another one of my tomato plants, which is doing, you know, it's growing well, but as you can see, there's multiple plants in that pot, so there's a chance some, if not all, may not survive there. Good news is I now have 2 pots. I had to, I don't know if you recall, but in my potato planters I had some leaves sprouting up, which I wasn't sure if they were peppers or tomatoes. I'm now pretty sure, looking at the leaves, although they look very similar when they first sprout up, I'm pretty sure that these are peppers now. So I'm happy about that. I don't know why they took so long to sprout. I suspect maybe I planted the seeds too deeply, and it wasn't until I transferred that soil to my potato planters that they were close enough to the surface to germinate and sprout. Now I don't know if these are my green peppers or one of the 2 varieties of hot peppers, chili peppers that I planted, so I guess we'll see with time if they continue to grow. One more piece of bad news, my 2 garlic plants, which had wilted and I had to trim. One of them didn't make it either, so I pulled it out. I planted another clove, so we'll see if that sprouts. This time I used a nice big clove, as I've read recommended. They say when you break up your bulb, try to use the largest cloves to plant. Any one of them will grow, but I guess the larger cloves are expected to produce larger bulbs. And now, if you see here, there's my potato plant, and she's doing real nice. And then this, I planted 2 sprouts. One of them didn't do anything, so I pulled it out and just put the one that was doing well, I centered it a little more so the roots would have a little more room. And then I've got this guy here, where, as you can see, I have 3 of them sprouting here, and these guys will definitely need to be transferred. I actually saw a great article where you could use like a nice little barrel to grow like 50 pounds or 100 pounds of potatoes inside the barrel. So, as you can see, I still have 2 more free shelves on this unit, but they're only going to hold plants so large. So I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do logistically here. I want these plants to continue growing and to hopefully bear fruit, so we shall see what happens. But yeah, space is definitely going to be a challenge being in an apartment. And spring is still, well, we don't typically have our last frost in Canada till almost the end of May, so these plants aren't going to be going outside anytime soon, unless I can get like a little balcony-sized greenhouse, which I do know exists. So we'll see what happens. So that's update number 9. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and hope 2011's being good to everyone so far. And that's it for Indoor Organic Vegetable Garden Experiment. Stay tuned.